Wednesday, November the 8th, and I'm your host. This is my show, Mind of My Own Podcast. And I got a special, dope guest today, y'all. Like, no capping, no capping. This is DJ, y'all.
Hey, you are.
DJ,
What's the
I'm
word?
I'm gonna clap for you like this. You know what I'm saying? This
Thank
is
you.
organic clapping.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got it. I'm so happy to have you, dear.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, anytime. You are now welcome to part of the family now. You done stepped your foot in the zone.
I feel it.
Ain't no turning back now. Ain't no turning back.
I feel the love, for real.
So I just realized you have a music note tatted on your face here.
Yep.
That is too cute.
Yeah. I had to let people know I really love this. This is something I really love.
Yes. So tell us more about you, DJ.
I'm an artist. I'm 25 years old from Milwaukee. I rap. I write poetry. I'm also a lash tech, and I own a lash business. So if you out there, come see about me. But yeah, like I'm just an upcoming artist trying to find my way, trying to make my wave, like everybody else is.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I feel like what you are doing right now, it has to be deeply rooted. Like it has to be something that you're passionate about because it takes a lot to do what you do.
Definitely.
When it comes to music, I feel like it's one of those things where it's therapy.
Yes.
It's fun. Um it's a way to get through the day. It's motivation. It's so many things to us,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
To the point where most of us just singing in the shower or in the car, but you said this is something I need to do. This is something I want to make a career out of, right?
Yes. It's something I love to do, and it's like you said, I we listen to music when we sad, when we happy, and that's just like I find it hard to communicate with people, so I find it making music is a way, it's like an outlet for me.
Yeah.
So that I can express how I feel, because I always don't know what to say. But it's like if I could write it down, if you give me a beat, I could tell you.
Yeah.
So,
it's like poetry on a beat.
And that's how I write a lot of poetry too. I'm really not out with it, but I definitely write a lot of poetry because I'm big on like artists like J. Cole and like Andre 3000 and people like that who like music, who have like substance. Like, and I'm not saying nothing to the people who rap the way or what they rap about, but for me, it's like music with substance. That's what I enjoy. I kind of feel like I'm stuck in the past because that's when music really meant something and it was like real.
I like how you said that.
So
I feel like maybe you a little bit like beyond your time in a sense. Like,
kinda, yeah.
Like what I'm doing is still real music.
Exactly.
And some people struggling with what that is. What would you say is like one of the most motivational times for you where you find yourself writing and you find yourself able to really zone in and really come up with some amazing content and artistry?
I find that I trick myself into believing that I have like writer's block when I'm not going through something, because a lot of my music is about stuff that I've lived through and I've been through. And a lot of my music, because people don't understand that artists make a lot of music that they don't put out. So I could put out a track that was made 3 years ago, but to y'all it's new.
Yeah.
So it's like in that phase, what I was going through in my life then, I'm not necessarily going through that now. So I find it like hard sometimes to write music because it's like I was such in a broken place then and it just came out naturally to like now I'm in a better place. Like I'm not as broken as I was. So it's kind of like, because like I said, my music is from the heart. It has substance. It's about something. So I find it just real challenging that I'm not in that broken place anymore and my music don't come as easy as it used to.
As fluid because
Exactly.
you use music as a way to kind of document your pain and your situation and your journey.
Yep.
And it sounds like it kind of started from a place of pain.
Exactly. Not even so much as just, I don't want to put the light on like pain because that's a part of my life, yes.
Yeah.
But even the accomplishments, the happiness, like all of that. I just want to express my emotions through that.
Yes. I think that all makes sense. I mean, I feel we all have that outlet in a way that we do it. But one thing that I feel like every single person in the world can identify with is music being that for
Yes.
them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what they do for a living. I don't care what they got going on. Everybody turns to music in
Yep.
some way, shape, or form.
Yep.
But hip hop though, rap, our culture,
Yeah.
man, what a dope culture it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to be a part of that, and you being so young, getting into it now, perfect. Building yourself up to where you want to be.
I just feel like I'm finally not afraid no more because I've always written music and poems. Like I started off really writing poetry.
Yeah.
And I always used to feel like, because Milwaukee, we from Milwaukee. You know,
Yeah.
it's a small city. Like
414 gang.
exactly. You know, it's a small city, so everybody know everybody. And I would just always have this fear in my heart of people thinking like, she ain't no rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because so many people know me for just being me that I was scared for people to think like, people would think like she not a rapper. Like she ain't no rapper for real. Like, because it's just so many different people trying to do it, and like I just didn't want to be one of them people they make a mockery out of and be like, she ain't no rapper for real and don't really listen to me. You know what I mean?
I understand where you're coming from. But yeah, we got to stop thinking like that today.
Yeah.
Today, let's wipe that out because it really is a mind thing, right?
I definitely got out of that though.
Yeah, I'm glad that you did because you dope. Like you are.
I appreciate that.
I was on your YouTube channel, and I'm like, okay.
That's
She
what's
got
up.
it. She got it.
Thank
she got
you.
it.
Thank you.
You definitely got it. Before we end today's episode, guys, we are definitely going to play one of her records because y'all got to hear her. Y'all got to hear her. See, that's one of the things I love about the show is that I can bring talent like you on and give people a inside sneak peek on who you are so they can see you, feel you, get a feel for you. And then when they connect it with the music, it's like, okay, I dig her like as a whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that you decided to come today. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing right now. Like, you got any projects going right now with your music, or what are you doing?
So I don't got no projects dropping right now. I won't be dropping another project for another year probably.
Okay.
Because like I said, my music mean a lot to me. I'm just not out here just dropping anything. But
Yeah.
right now I'm just making music. Like I'm just doing what I love to do, and I might drop a song here and there. But like I'm at a place now where I've been doing music for a while now. So I'm trying to think strategically before I just drop stuff and have the right like marketing behind it, you know, stuff like that. Cause I like to put a lot into my music, like my videos, everything. I like to put a lot into it. So I'm just preparing myself for that part so that I'm just not dropping simultaneously. And cause like I said, I psyched myself into believing like I shouldn't, people not gonna believe I'm a rapper, and I stopped writing music for a while. So that kind of got me behind. And just like how he was just saying, I forget his name. Shout out to him though.
Tone.
Like Tone was just saying that even if it's not about what you're doing, post something so people can feel like they see you or you around and
that you're familiar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing a lot of that right now. I'm trying to also work on my business, like my lash business. I'm still dropping music, videos coming soon, all of that. So just stay tuned, y'all. I got a lot of great stuff coming.
I love it. I love it. What would you say you think about today's culture when it comes to women in rap? If you look at right now, there's a lot of back and forth in our community in regards to what does rap look like for a woman entertainer, a woman lyricist, someone who's worked their way to that status. You know, when you get to that point, which you will.
Thank you.
You
I'm trying.
will get to that point.
When I do, I'm remember this interview like she said it. She said it. She said what she said.
You definitely will. I know you will. So when you get to that point, you know, you're gonna be up there. You know, there's a lot of I feel like there's a lot more pressure on us women in rap.
Definitely.
In a lot of things. So that's why we feel like how you were saying earlier, we have those kind of feelings. It's because we're put up against each other. So I think that's kind of too, just the way that even just the world, how the world is very weird, very just weird energy in the world.
Yes.
You have people who they'll praise somebody for one thing and they won't praise, another person, and it'd be like the same thing, and it's like, how you like that but you don't like this, or just the controversy and things. I feel like you can't do music with all of that too. Without all of that, that's also something that's gonna come.
Yeah, but I feel like also on that, like, it's a double standard with that, because I feel like it's okay for men to do it. Like, I understand it's a men's sport, but it's okay for men to do certain things, and then when a woman moves in that way, like, she's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it's like, I feel like we all human, so that's all that matters. Really, like, the gender don't really play a part in it.
I agree. I feel like that it shouldn't play a part in it at all. Talent is talent.
Exactly.
Passion is passion. Drive is drive. Consistency and all that matters in order for you to be successful, right? So that's one thing that I really strongly dislike right now when it comes to what's going on in music. And it's like, one minute it's like people are like, yeah, it's dope, we got so many amazing women artists out there, they really dominating rap right now. And then on the flip side is, but I don't like her for real, and or I don't mess with that. And it's interesting to me because I'll be 38.
Oh, so, I didn't even know you look good.
Thank you.
Okay, you look good.
Thank you, Eddie. I'm 38, so when I was seeing rap, I seen all kind of stuff. I'm talking about Uncle Luke. Dun, dun, dun,
you was that, yeah, I know. I
that Tootsie Roll era, all that, Trina, all that. You can't tell me nothing.
Nah, you know what's crazy though is because I grew up, like, my mom is older than like most people mom that's my age. So I grew up with a lot of like old music. So like when you say like Uncle Luke and like people like that, like I know exactly what you mean.
I love that.
Yeah, because I grew up around all of that. So
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So like for me, it's like that music has always been around. That type of genre of hip hop has always been around. I don't even know what we call that, but there's a lot of other genres. Like there's other women rappers that I've always been inspired by, and I know maybe some of these for you too. Salt and Pepper, MC Light, Queen Latifah, and then now today, you look at Nicki Minaj, you got Cardi B.
Shout out Nick.
Shout out.
Shout out Nick.
Big boss, big Barbie.
For real though.
Lotto, Ice Spice, all these other women, and the most controversial one right now, who I'm talking about?
Who? Sexy Red?
Yes, she's very controversial.
So
I wanted to hear your opinion because
this is the thing. I'm not taking away from nobody and what they do. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because what's for you is for you. If it works, go with it. Because that's the world we live in today. That's what people think. Like,
right.
And that's why I say, like, I always try to stay original, because living in this world today, people will see something and think that's how, or see somebody and think that's how life is supposed to be, or I'm supposed to be this way. When in reality, the music is not the same, because people want to be on this same wave and on this same channel as everybody else. And it's like, if everybody's doing the same thing, then who's going to be the person to stand up and say, I'm want to be original? Like, I don't want to rap about the same thing. Like, that's what I mean about music with substance. I'm not taking nothing away from Sexy Red and Sukihana and all these different people. Like, I like it when it's a lit time and we enjoying ourselves. I like it, but
it's a time for everything, right?
Exactly. But I'm not gonna go in, when I think about the things that matter in my life for real, I don't think about Sexy Red and like Sukihana. Like, I think about people like J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's saying something in their raps that I can relate to and I can feel. You know what I mean? Like,
so I think that too. Like, I feel like whatever you take in, is also part of what you're going to put back out there.
Yep.
Which is why I said it's very controversial.
Yeah.
It's
I
a lot
mean,
of opinions about it. So
I love it. For if it's for you, it's for you. If you like that, I love it because rap has evolved so much that, like you said, it's so different. So many different genres of it. It evolved so much, but it's like, I don't know. I rather tap into different levels of myself than change myself to go with what everybody else doing.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
So
that a lot. Y'all heard her. Y'all heard her.
yeah.
That's another reason she's somebody y'all need to get to know. Um, I love that. You said a lot. Hey, Ruthia, we got Quentin up there. What's up?
Hey, Quentin.
Hey.
Hey, y'all. What do you do?
It's good to see y'all. Thanks
I'm
for
glad
tapping
y'all
in.
tuned in. Right. Glad y'all tuned in.
Y'all got any questions for sis? Make sure y'all drop them in the chat. That's another way for y'all to get engaged with the show, get engaged with our special guest. So make sure y'all drop whatever questions or comments over there too. Awesome. Awesome. So tell me a little bit about your lash business. How long you been doing lashes?
It'll be 3 years in February.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and it's been doing great. Like it's been doing me great. I'm so blessed. Sometimes I be overwhelmed, but I be having to remember this is what I asked God for. So I'm just going with it, and wherever it take me, I'm just going with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And shout out to all my clients. Anybody who booking me now, it's gonna book me in the future and book me before. I love you guys. Thank you.
Dope. Dope. See, she's grateful. That's why you're gonna have all the blessings.
Yes.
That's gratitude is everything. Gratitude is everything. Let's talk a little bit about like your inspiration though. What started you? Like what really got into you one day? Um like did you hear something? Like for me, when I was growing up, my parents listened to a lot of Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown. I even heard stuff like Pat Benatar. Um I heard things like, Mariah Carey, of course, and Kenny G. And like I heard such a variety, complex group of artists that um, when it came to talking about music and things with other people, some people didn't know like what I was talking about. Like who is that? Like what song is that? Oh, or putting me on music like, oh, you should hear this.
And
like
I get that too. Like even though I'm an artist, people just think when people do music that they know every song. Like it's like no, just like how you have an artist or a certain type of vibe or song music you like, I do too.
Same thing.
So it just be like I know I don't know every artist, I don't know every rapper, but it's a lot that I do know. So
yeah. So. I noticed that I've had a couple guests on the show so far that referred back to growing up with more of the old school type original R&B and soul and jazz, all that type of music. And y'all young and y'all rapping and y'all doing y'all thing and it's different. And like you say, it's original. I'm noticing that a lot of y'all that grew up like that, y'all growing up and putting out content and music that is different. Like, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. What would you say was one of your favorite hits like coming up that you were hearing? Like
man,
that maybe you still listen to today?
That's really a hard question. You saying as far as like hip hop or like rap or what genre is we speaking
any kind of music? Is there a song or if, I know there's quite a bit with me that just stuck with me. What are some that stuck with you and just you could say get you through sometimes or
okay, so a lot of people look at me crazy when I say this, but maybe because I'm so young or I don't know because I don't even feel like this person that old, but like when I was coming up, a lot of like my older cousins would listen to like DMX.
Oh,
like in that really like the way that I rap, I really take a lot of inspiration from him a lot because the way that I rap is like real gritty and like aggressive and just like straightforward, like and I kind of channeled that from him, like listening to his music. It kind of made me like be able to really say anything, because really he'll really say anything. You know what I mean? Like, so
did you like the whole like Rough Riders type vibe?
I liked it, the Rough Riders. I liked it when he was solo. I'm slipping, I'm falling. I like that. I like all of. I listen to that in like that's timeless music.
I
Like for
agree.
real, timeless music. Like that's real rap. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. And I
Yes.
relate to him as well because he write poetry, and that was one of like my first loves. So I'm like, we got a lot of stuff in common.
That's dope. That's dope. R.I.P. DMX.
Yeah. So
He
that's
touched a lot of folks, and he was
yeah.
a very smart, wise man at
Mhm.
that. He had a lot to teach,
Yeah.
and a lot of experience. So yeah, love for him. Um, yeah, I want to clap for you
Thank you. Thank you.
because I think what you're doing, it takes a lot. Like it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of commitment. You give a lot of time into it. Like you said, you really perfect it. You're not just putting any type of thing out there. You really care about what you're doing and how it impacts the audience. I think that's amazing because I feel like there is a lot of, and like we said, no shade or anything, nothing towards nobody, but I do feel like there is a lot of content out there that is like it's not helpful content. So it's refreshing to see um, someone putting amazing content out there that is really from within. I think some people want to portray a certain image or certain look, and when they get into it they forget why they started.
Yeah.
So it's important to remember why you started. Always remember that, and I like that you keep referring back to, hey, I'm trying to be original, I don't want to be like anybody else.
Yeah, definitely. Because people like everybody want to be the same, where everybody just losing their individuality. Like nobody is like if you look at the average woman, everybody look alike. You know what I mean? Like, or if you listen to the average music, everybody's saying the same thing. Like even I was listening to I think it was like P Diddy was saying like R&B dead, because it's like I remember when I was young and coming up, like we had like Alicia Keys, like even like Lauryn Hill and like Mariah Carey, and just certain women that empower women and made actual love songs that came from the heart. Now it's like you see like no shade to nobody because I like their music too, but like we got Summer Walkers and people like that who still making R&B, but it's like all sexualized. And I don't like the fact that when the world look at women, they sexualize them. Like every artist feel like they gotta look and show this or be this type of way in order to get the love and support that they want.
Right.
When men don't have to do that. Like they
Not
just
at
walk
all.
in the room and they respect it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep, they're like, okay, you doing your thing. Okay, I see you type. Yeah.
So that's really what bothered me with the women. Cause like I feel like we want everybody to stand up for us, for black women, and empower us and do this, but it's like if we're not empowering ourselves, if we not giving each other what we need, is no point. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Point. Especially our youth, because we gotta remember that too. Because I'm not trying to say I put out the cleanest music, because I don't. Because I put out what I live, and that's not always glitz and glamour. You know what I mean? But y'all know a lot of these young people listen to y'all music, so don't be going out there telling them to do this and sell that and show this, and if he ain't got that, then it's, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's a complex world I think that we live in, because we've gotten, if there was a time where all you did was get music from artists, and the music is all that people really looked forward to. But now that we've got social media and all this additional technology, now they're not just putting out music, they're putting out other stuff too. And OnlyFans is one of them, one of the platforms that people use. And then of course IG, Snap, all these other platforms that people use.
And that's another thing too. That's another thing I was gonna say too. Like a lot of music is not about really music no more. It's about building your platform. Like music ain't about music for real no more. It's about the image.
Who can I entertain? How long can I stay relevant?
Exactly.
Who can I give the shock factor to? You
Hmm.
know,
Yep. It's not really about substance and making somebody smile or making somebody feel something in their heart. It's really about like, well, how many views can I get? And I don't know if it was because back then people made music because they love to do it, but now it just seemed like it's about the money. You know what I mean? It's like it's
or the
showing now,
fame,
or
even
the
the
fame
attention.
and the
Yeah,
clout. Yeah. So
yeah, yeah. The attention is crazy. Like, and I hate to name bomb constantly, but Krishan and Blueface. I mean,
she on my Pisces sister. You she
I
listen.
have nothing bad to say.
She's young, okay?
She is very young. I have
She's
nothing bad to
young
say.
and they broadcasted her life and they ain't right for that.
They
They
ain't right for
exploiting
that.
her. You know what I mean? But you live and you learn.
You definitely live. You definitely learn. And yeah. So I'm not even gonna go keep going into that, but that's just an example of them taking somebody who was doing something good
Mm-hmm.
and changing the entire dynamic of what they were doing just by the influence itself.
Yep.
And just bring, because once you get into this industry, and this has always been this way, there will be people there that's trying to get you to try this and try that and do this and do that, and giving you deals and things like that to, help you feel like, you can get more out of something.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to use discernment even within that. Look at the bad contracts that people sign. I remember Megan Thee Stallion has signed a contract and she ended up having to fight to get that
Mm-hmm.
taken off her. So
Like she wasn't releasing music and a lot of stuff. I remember
yeah,
that.
yeah, for a while. And despite the other stuff she had going on, that was like the main thing I was listening to. I was like, oh shit, I hope she gets what she deserves out of this, because there are a lot of record labels and things or record companies who will try and take advantage of artists, the new
Mm-hmm.
artists, and just get them in the door.
Yep.
And next thing you know, they on some crazy contract that they owe them for however many years and got to put out this many albums and have no rights or anything or claim to the artistry that they're putting out there. So it's a it's an industry that I feel has changed so much though now that you don't necessarily need a record label anymore. You can do
Yeah.
your that's the plus, the like the pros and the cons to the way that the music industry has changed a little bit.
And I also feel like if you remember like in the early 2000s, it's so many people that we could remember like who had kind of like one hit wonders
Yeah,
because it was so many people coming in the game, but nobody nobody knew who was gonna last. Like nobody knew who was gonna last. So it's like now I feel like music is at a point again where we at that point, and it's just all these different artists is coming. And in about 5 years, nobody's gonna talk about them no more. You
yeah,
kind of get what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I understand what you mean.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, and I just feel like we at that awkward stage right now in music where it's like we all trying to figure out because it's been 50 years. We all trying to figure out what the next 50 years is gonna be like. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? So
It's it's
it's a
crazy.
dangerous game. And also too, what I was thinking too, because I read a lot on a lot of stuff. That's what I be meaning when I say like I don't just want to put content and stuff out there because I be wanting to have the knowledge behind it.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of artist development no more. Like people come in the
Mm-hmm.
game and they just in the game. Like
Yep.
they don't teach you artist development. They don't put you on certain things anymore and put the work behind you. It's like, oh, you
Just go
got
out
this
there
hit
and do
song,
you.
do you exactly like go
Mm-hmm.
out there and make me another hit song, and it's
Yeah.
like, well, you wonder why she on stage looking crazy like she ain't never been on here and looking at everybody because she haven't y'all ain't
Yeah.
teaching
Ain't
nothing.
nobody actually sat her down and said, okay, now look, let's get you polished
Exactly.
for what you want to do. Like, let's actually take what you've been doing and let's help make you better. Let's
Just
clean
like
it up a little
Lakia.
bit.
Shout out to Lakia because she from my city and I always like gotta be grateful for the ones that came before
Yeah,
me.
shout out to
And
Lakia. I actually saw her not that long ago at the Moneybag Yo concert.
yeah, shout out to her because like again, she like a prime example of how they make a mockery out of you. You get what I'm saying? Like she didn't know Lakia was coming in the game. She would like 19, 20.
Yeah, she's very young,
and
early
and that's another
twenties.
thing about like watching what you say too. It's hard to like say certain things because the internet get one thing and they blow it up.
Oh
But it's
yeah,
like her like let her grow into who she gonna become. Like and I don't feel like I took no harm from what she said. I'm a lash tech myself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I just be so mad at Milwaukee for all the hate shaming on her because it's like she came from the same place we came from, y'all. Like we can't keep doing that to her. Like, you know what I mean? That ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She from the same city as us. I love you, girl, because I see you out here doing your thing and I know where you came from and keep going. Keep doing you.
Definitely keep going. Keep doing you. Keep representing. You know, people get over it.
Yeah,
You
they
know what
sure
I'm
do.
saying? Like,
They don't be talking about it the next day. It be something
right.
else.
They still stuck on Mike Epps calling us Dusty, though. I don't know.
I
They
seen that
still
video.
stuck on that. I don't think he was talking about us, though. Was he talking about us? I heard it was another Milwaukee.
No, we a little dusty. It's okay though, y'all. It's all good. It's all good.
She
though,
said we're a little dusty. some parts of the city is a little bit dusty.
Y'all, I know what's up. For real.
But I love my city. Yeah. So I think you made some really good points though about Lakia. Well, just how anybody can come from a place and do the work and then relocate somewhere else, and it's like, oh, you move, you don't really know Milwaukee. Like I feel like that's what people do all the time, you know. Yeah. So that's not fair, y'all. We gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, that ain't fair, y'all.
That ain't fair.
Because Milwaukee, because she was right, like she said, and excuse me for me saying this. I'm not saying that nothing wrong with Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee. I was born here, but like she said, if you think Lakia would have got famous if she would have stayed here, like let's talk about facts and reality. Like we got some of the greatest.
Sometimes move around to get what you want.
Yeah, like it's a better opportunity, better place, different places.
Yeah, people do it every day.
Yeah,
people do it every day, but it's only switching up if you some type of celebrity, right?
Yeah,
because I could move today to Texas and continue being a podcaster, and nobody's gonna say I betrayed Milwaukee.
Yeah, you could get on here and say Milwaukee this, Milwaukee that.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna say nothing, but yeah, it's because I feel like because we just now getting our shine, we don't want nothing to mess that up. Like, don't say nothing bad about Milwaukee. We just got our shine now. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never gave us no shine. Don't say nothing about us. Like, and I feel like that's where they coming from. But it's like, it's okay. It's okay, Milwaukee.
Right. We still, no matter what, we are what we are.
We love y'all, period.
And we still one of a kind.
Definitely. Because there's a lot of talent here. Don't get me wrong.
A lot of talent, a lot of entrepreneurs, just a lot of scholars. There's a lot of smart people here too.
Like even like our colleges. We got some of the greatest colleges.
We do. I love my city. I love the people in it. I think that since we're talking about Milwaukee, I think we could do a lot better as a community supporting our local artists. I've been to several shows recently, and I'm wondering why they're not bringing Milwaukee artists on the stage as much, or how come they aren't inviting these people to come to the clubs? Why aren't they getting a piece of that money? Why is it always somebody coming from out of town? Can we get a huge local Milwaukee artist type show at the Pfizer? Because that's where it's at. That's where everybody should be.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, y'all promoters out there.
That's a lot of us too, though, y'all.
Get Dee Jaye on the stage.
Okay. No, but you know what's so crazy? I'll be so scared to perform.
Why?
Because I'm not a performer. I'm a writer. I tell people this all the time.
I would not have guessed that.
People be like, why? Do I look like I like to perform or something?
You just look like somebody who, once you get in your zone, you're going to be in your zone. Like, you look like you might think about it, because I'm like that. I get super anxious and nervous, and I'm so anxious and nervous the day before that I get kind of sick to my stomach a little bit. And then the day of, I'm like, I got to breathe. And I geek myself up all day up until, and then by the time I'm there, I'm like, oh, shit.
That's me.
But then I get out there, and you get out there and you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, because that's something worth going for, though.
Yeah.
You wouldn't feel like that if you didn't want it bad.
Yes. And my first time performing, the feeling that you explaining right now, that's the feeling that I had.
That sickness, that butterflies, and that can't throat dry. Like, yeah, that's
and
I
just
hate
imagine having to rap through that. Like,
oh gosh, girl,
The girl almost killed me. Almost killed me. You hear me?
You survived. You survived. How many shows have you done?
I only did one.
Okay,
I did Jam Fest. And what's so crazy is Floats, J.E. Floats, shout out my best friend.
Shout out J.E. Floats.
He actually the one who had me come on his set. Like, he like, bro. He literally hit me up. So I dropped my EP. A lot of people was tuned into it. He literally hit me up like, I'm not gonna lie, that song More Money, you gotta come perform at Jam Fest. Like, people gotta see this. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have to see this because it ain't nobody out here spitting like you or no girl who's saying no shit like this. Oh, I'm sorry if I ain't supposed to. You good. No girl who's saying no shit like that, you know? So I'm like, first I'm like, I don't know, man. Listen, I'm a writer. I ain't no performer.
I honestly feel like you can be whatever you want to be. But first, you got to stop telling yourself you're not that, because you can be that. You might not be it today, but you got it in you for sure.
Yeah, I'm not that today.
You just ain't that today.
But eventually, I am going to evolve, and hopefully I do some shows and stuff like that.
Hopefully, she will do some shows. See, I'm here to speak life into you. See, because she's going to do some shows, y'all. Y'all just be ready. She going to get some practice in. She going to do the preparation. She's going to do the work because she wants it. Right?
Definitely.
I got said it here, right here today. It's in her. It's in her.
Y'all heard it on Mind of My Own podcast. Y'all heard it here first.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to play one of your songs here. Tone just stepped in the building. Tone just stepped back in the building.
Yeah, we just shouted you out, Tone.
We shouted you out, man. Yeah. Big love, big respects. The one I sent you earlier.
The name of the song is Definition. That's it. Yep, that's Definition.
It. And what you cooking up?
Really took my time with it. No choice but to be fine with it. Hopped in that water, no fuck it, I'm finna dive in it. Bitches said they had my back, like how my spine fitted. I would never trust these bitches, I'm really slime with it. Jealousy and hate for wanting what's on my plate, but I always spit the stakes for bitches who hadn't ate. Bitch, I'm real spill, none of these bitches can call me faking. Bitch, you ain't fit to be rocking around with an ace, I'd rather chill, but fuck it, give me a deal. So my hands cramp from counting them dollar bills. I done already said I'm the hottest up in the meal. We done went from slums to living up in the hills, nigga. It be funny how your life change. Still rocking my whites, knowing it might rain. I done smashed out on bitches, I'm in a bike lane. Man, I'm too damn fly to get a flight change. I had my hand out, bitches wanted to stand out. But shit, I'm cool, I'm never taking the fan route. I be taking risks, like really busting them bands out. Talking like you know, y'all bitches should shut y'all damn mouth. I'm non-fiction, bitches can stop pretending. Yeah, I might have stumbled, but still completed the mission. If you talking real, well, I am the definition. If you talking real, bitch, I am the definition. If you talking real, bitch, I am the definition.
That's something you can ride to. That's something you can ride to. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I know y'all was feeling that.
I'm glad you feel it. I'm glad you do.
Yes. Who produced that beat?
Shout out to Beats by Jay. He produced that beat. He a Milwaukee producer. I gotta give my boy a hand clap because he did his thing on that one.
Man, what?
Yeah. So shout out Beats by Jay. Y'all go check him out. Whoever into music.
Wow.
Shout out my mans.
Yes. See that with your bars on top. Y'all killed that. That was a great collaboration. I love it. Has he helped produce most of your music?
He actually helped produce a lot of my music, like especially when I first started making music. He produced a lot of my songs. Like,
nice.
Most of my songs off my EP was recorded by him and one other person. But yeah, most of my songs was recorded by him. So he's really more of my engineer than my producer, but he also make beats too. So I was able to get the best of both worlds because I had him making my beats and recording me. So
wow.
So yeah.
Wow. I love it. I think you should go ahead and drop like your IG and any other pages that you got right now, any other social media you got right now, so people can start to follow you and listen to more of the hits that you are, girl, that you have created and that you are going to continue to bring out for us.
So y'all can follow me on my main page, Diamond D with 2 D's _ DEE. My Facebook DJ. My business page is Official Lashes by D. It's right here. So yeah, you can just go follow all of them pages. I'm on all of them. If you want to hit me up for lashes or music, you can hit me up on both pages.
Yes, let's go. I'm proud of you, girl. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Tell me a little bit about what your support system looks like. Like, you got a lot of friends, you got family, who be sitting there, they be coming up to you knowing your lyrics. Like, let's what that look like?
So shout out to, because I told you, like, back in the day, if you from my era, you grew up when I was little, we all know each other. So a lot of people that I grew up with support my music, and I'm thankful for y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Yay.
But a lot of my like people that keep me going is like, I'm gonna say my producers and my engineers, and 2 times Beats by Jay. Y'all, like, if I ain't had y'all, I don't know where I'd be.
Aww.
I want to say my boyfriend too. Like, shout out Big Dolph Luciano. Shout out Big Dolph Luciano, if you know my name, ho. Shout out him because a lot of my music is inspired by him too, and he keep me going. He pushed me. He always pushed me to do my best and be my greatest person that I could be. So shout out to him.
I love that. That's important. You gotta have people in your corner.
Yes.
Pushing you, and when you feel down, they say, you know what, get your ass up.
Exactly, and that's exactly how he be.
Yes, that's how I love it. I love it. Yeah. Well, I look forward to hearing more of your music. And girl, I gotta slide in on you one day when you at the studio. Like, I would love to be there for one of your sessions. I love that.
Or you gotta come be in one of my videos or something.
Girl, I will come with the headset on, with the Minding My Own podcast on. We just say the word.
No, for real, because I can envision a video with me and you, like, with the cameraman in here, and me and you sitting at the table, like we at the podcast for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go. I can see it.
We there.
I'm gonna let you know about that. So
that's dope. Yes, let's go. I'm with it.
Yeah,
I'm with it. Anything you need, just let me know.
And we gotta have Tone. We gotta have Tone here.
Gotta come out. Tone, see?
Tone gotta be in the cut.
Look, hey, she requested you specifically for the video.
So
I love it. I love it. See, this is why we do this. We love it. We love what we do. We love what you do. I'm telling you, I'm inspired by you hugely. I used to want to do music when I was younger. I had my own little group. Girl.
Make it.
It wasn't in the cards for me. It wasn't for me.
I understand that.
You know what I mean? See, because I like to sing and I like the feel, but I didn't like the environments that I would find myself in at that time. We didn't have all these things that are out there now.
Right.
We just, we had LimeWire, for God's sakes, back then. Like, we just, it was more like mixtapes and stuff. Like, as it got more evolved, and now, like, I don't even know if mixtape is a thing. Is that still even a thing?
Yeah. And what's so crazy is I wish that I grew up in that era. Like, when I watch movies, like, I was just watching like Notorious B.I.G. the other day. Mm-hmm. And when I was just watching like the New York scenery and just how stuff used to be back then, like, I wish I came from that era. Like, because it just gives off original. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it just gives off like original. I don't know.
It definitely was like the initial like structure, the framework of everything coming together. I think there was a lot of demand though from people, like, we gotta figure out more avenues to push this music, because people was selling mixtapes and selling CDs and stuff out the trunk of their car, and doing whatever it took to get the music out there. Now it's like, man, you could just it's so many platforms that you can just turn on, type somebody's name in. Hell, your phone could do it for you. Like, you can record a song now without being in the studio. Like, it used to be I had to pay for studio time. I had to get all my girls together. Now you can record and y'all don't even got to be together.
Yep.
You could put a whole song together, and she in New York, he in California. They took all of the sounds and put it on one record.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody was even ever saw each other. Matter of fact, they ain't seen each other in the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
But they just did a song together. Like,
and that's why I appreciate like the older MCs, because they really came from the grind where like you had to do the work. Like, it wasn't no people couldn't just see you on social media and like your image and you was just on. Like, you had to really know how to rap. You had to really have the sound that people liked. And if you didn't, if you had it, you had it. If you didn't, you just didn't. Like, so
remember talent shows? I love the Apollo. Man, I don't remember the name of that shit. Remember that? Making the Band with Diddy.
Oh yeah, I remember Making the Band.
Man, it was so much stuff back then, and now it's like scripted.
Yep.
Like, you don't even know hip hop this, hip hop that. Are they even really in hip hop?
Yeah. Everything's fake.
Are you even married to a basketball star for real? Like, I don't know. Everything's so fake. It's hard to tell now. So, like you said, everything then, it just, you knew it was what it was.
Exactly.
It was more authentic. Now it's like, did you
you're not even sure
that in
exactly?
Some way?
Yeah, you're not even sure what's real and what's not.
Yeah, it's crazy. But you're real.
Definitely. Check me out.
That's what matters. She on the show today. So, yes, I want to thank you. Thanks y'all for tuning in. That's my cousin Doris. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Doris. I got a lot of people tuned in on my stuff too. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes. This has been a pleasure. So if y'all want to listen to more music, again, make sure y'all run this back. Because she gave y'all her information. If you didn't write it down, run this back. Anything else you want to add today, hun?
No, thank you guys, and to all my fans, all my supporters, I love y'all to the end.
Yes, I love that. Yes, y'all continue to show her love, continue to uplift her, give her what she needs to continue to do what she is aspiring to do. She's amazing, and I see nothing but great things for you.
Thank you.
Nothing but great things for you. So again, Minding My Own Podcast. This is my show. I'm your host, Kenda, Dee Jaye. And we out.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.